What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Connor Speed 6 here. As you can see, today we are back on Forza Horizon 4 and we are driving the amazing Lancia Fulvia coupe. This car is really fun, especially in the lower classes in its stock drivetrain, which is front wheel drive. Now, I've never driven this thing in a video. I did recently build this though, just for a fun little lobby race that I did. So what I wanted to do is actually put it to video and drive this on one of my brand new custom routes that I had recently built, because it's one of my favorite custom routes. It's not a really long one, which some of you are probably happy that you don't have to sit through 30 minutes of racing, but it is a very fun, quite fast and really technical track at points. Now, before we get into the details of the video and the race, please be sure to leave the video a like, leave me a positive comment in the comments below, and if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe for more weekly content like this and to support my channel. So this all new custom route that I've built actually starts right down here at one of the dirt racing blueprints called Lakehurst Woodland Scramble. Most of the custom routes that I've seen built or ran from this location actually cut to the right and go into the woods that way, which that's fine. That is fun, but I wanted to do things a little bit differently. And by differently, I mean taking the route to the left. So the race starts right here again at Lakehurst Woodland Scramble and dives off the road, the main road, onto this tiny little dirt path. And then we have lots and lots of fun from there, driving through Lakehurst Forest and up across the Glenfinnan Mountain Pass. The race is called Lakehurst to Glenfinnan Rally, and the share code for the event is on screen now and will be down in the description as well as the pinned comment below. I have a feeling you guys are really going to like this. It's 9.2 miles long, so it's not overkill. You can run this in B class, A class, or S1 class for good fun, but right now I only have it shared in B class. I will make sure to get it shared in A as well as S1 classes, or I may just go share it as an anything goes, no limit on PI. But yes, just pay attention to my creative hub or this location on the map, and you will be able to see when I get that shared. Now, we are going to be using again the Lancia Fulvia Coupe. Sorry, this is a B class 700 PI front wheel drive build. The paint on this car was done by PTG ACE Ventura and is a beautiful throwback replica to back when the car ran in the WRC. I tried to keep it as stock as possible with the rally vibes, of course, on the lights on the front. I did throw on the rear aero. I really honestly don't need it, but what I did is I lowered it pretty far down, but I did keep it on there because the back end of this car is a little bit light, so I didn't want to be sliding around way too much. But overall, I'm very happy with this car in the build. It's certainly not the fastest B-class rally car out there, but it is extremely fun to drive. And it can be a little bit difficult because of the front-wheel drive build. Now, I have this in the summertime. It is in the morning, and it's a bit foggy, so it will actually present some really good opportunities for great photos for all of you photographers out there. Unbeatable drivatars, we're going to turn the braking line off. Standard stuff here, so we're going to jump right in and see how this goes. Again, we'll have an interesting assortment of cars, especially in B class. The 69 Dodge Charger is always one of these anytime it's an anything goes race. Oh, I saw that gap closing. I should have just went for it. All right, try not to actually just door bang the crap out of everybody here. Got plenty of opportunities to get by the drivatars, so no reason to try to get by too fast. So we dive off that tiny little road back onto this main road, and then we're going to jump off of this main road on a hard hairpin right up here and dive into the woods for some real good fun. Sorry about your rear fender. You won't be needing that. Yeah, the assortment of cars on these events are really strange. I'm not sure why the developers didn't actually write some sort of code into the game that puts like cars that you are driving, but that's all good. Go around the outside. It's one of my favorite corners on the entire map. Careful on that outside because you could be rolling your car when you really certainly don't mean to. But as you can see, this backdrop is perfect for one of these types of races. It looks kind of old and grimy, sort of similar to old WRC racing. Let's not hit the fences. Very nice. I will have this B-Class tune shared if you'd like to try it out. My gamer tag is ConnorSpeed6. That information will be down in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Let me know your feedback on it. I don't have it built as some sort of power build. It is the stock engine, stock drivetrain, but is really, really good and very, very grippy. So it's sure to be a good tune for some really, really fun lobby racing if that's what you like to do. Alright, so we're out of the woods. We're going to dive back out onto the road, only for a second. Sorry about your rock wall. I missed a good opportunity to show off some skills because I forgot where I was going. That's okay, so we're back on tarmac for just a second. We've got some really fun twisty bits here. And the lower class rally cars, the tarmac really doesn't affect you too much because the rally tires are actually still quite grippy in these lower class builds. Actually, a lot of people use rally tires or off-road tires for their rivals builds in tarmac vehicles, especially in the winter. Alright, so we've got rid of the twisty bits, we're through there. Now we've got a long drag race to the next dirt road. Pretty fun, especially if you're in a lobby. It really shows the difference in top speed on these builds and tunes. Absolutely been loving this little car though. It's really fun to drive. Pretty easy to drive as well. It's not going to give you too many problems. Drop it into third. Onto the dirt. You don't really want to try to slide the back end of this car around too much because when you go to counter steer, being front wheel drive, especially when you're on the throttle, the car is going to snap back hard. So if you're counter steered the opposite direction, the car is going to go the opposite direction. Alright, so we got these long sweeping corners. We are going to be hard on the brakes just before that because that little bump throws the car off a bit. I wasn't on brakes early enough, but that's okay. We've got what looks to be a little figure eight, but it's not. You actually dive off here, back onto the road, just for a second again, and then we've got another hard hairpin right up here. So again, I like to use some of the roads that aren't really utilized that often in rally stages. And I really prefer the point-to-point events because it has more of a rally stage vibe or feel. Alright, so we're going back here, onto the tarmac again, then we'll dive back off of this tiny little stretch of tarmac onto the dirt again. So this is when it really, really gets fun. Could get a little bit dicey if you're in a lobby with some friends, of course, as well. Because these roads right here, as well as the Mountain Pass Road, really, really fun for rallying. Okay, fun little, that's actually more of a double apex corner right there than you think, because it's a longer, sweeping, tight curve, so you have to be a little bit careful on that. Take out some fence along the way. Tarmac again right here, still a little tight and twisty bits across the bridge. Oh! We're only here for a moment, and then we're going to dive back off of the tarmac onto the Mountain Pass Road. I call it the Glenfinnan Mountain Pass. I'm not really sure if that's appropriate, but that's the beauty of building these types of routes, is the freedom we have. Oh, sorry. But Glenfinnan Mountain Pass seems kind of like a good name because it's at the Glenfinnan Viaduct, so I mean it makes sense that that's what it should be called. A little bit wide. And as you see there, I put the checkpoints on corner exits as well. That way you can keep people honest and keep people on the actual road, rather than people running these corners super wide and just completely, I don't know, hardly even braking through the corners. So it actually makes you stay to the road more than just a checkpoint in the middle of the corner and then the checkpoint up the road a little ways. Alright, we have peaked at the mountaintop. Oh, nearly took out a boulder or two. And now we're going to begin our descent to the finish. 88% done here. Nice little tap of the e-brake to get the back end rotating just a little bit. Again, not too much. Stock brakes. You don't really need upgraded brakes, especially in this B-Class build where there's not a ton of horsepower. This is a pretty light car. I think it's 1,900 pounds. I'm pretty sure it's just over 1,900 pounds, so there's really not a ton of need for brakes. I would definitely recommend, though, turning your ABS off, of course. That way you can slow the car down a little bit faster. We'll lock them up a little bit. Just don't lock up your brakes like I just did. But yeah, I think you guys will absolutely love this route. It's really fun. Uses some of the best rally roads on the map. And some that aren't really used that often. So that's it. We're coming to the finish here. 7 minutes and 31 seconds across the line. 7 minutes 31.402. Really good fun. That Lancia Fulvia is a fantastic little car. I absolutely love it. I'm not really quite sure why, but it says B-Class 699. The build is B-Class 700 PI. So I'm not really sure why it's doing that. It really doesn't matter, honestly. Jaguar, baby, yeah. So that's it. The Lancia Fulvia has taken on the Lakehurst to Glenfinnan Rally Trail. It did it very, very well. My driving wasn't, of course, 110%, but I feel like I showcased the quality of this car and the build. Again, if you'd like to take it on, the share code is in the description and pinned comment below, as well as the tune for this Lancia Fulvia. Feel free to take it out for a spin. Let me know some feedback below and your thoughts on both the build and the route. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please again be sure to leave a like, a positive comment down below. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more weekly content like this. I also have in the description below some links to my social medias, as well as Discord and my Teespring store if you'd like to grab some of the Connor Speed 6 merchandise out there. I greatly appreciate the support in this community and everything that this community does for me. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I am Connor Speed 6. Much love, everyone. See you soon.